Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video I brought you the pickup deck type of reading where practically all you have to do is pick between three piles. This is really a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you it will have a message for you at that time. So this is not really connected to any months or any year. Whenever you're kind of seeing it, probably that's when there's a message in it that you need to hear. So the way it's gonna go, as you can see, I already laid out the cards, shuffled them, I let them fall out, and all you have to do is pick between the three piles. You do have obviously pile number one, which is the card that I designed, and this has also an Indigo Goddess and the Wisdom of the Oracle and a Gypsy Oracle card as well. Then we also have here the Gilded Tarot. Again, you have three cards from it, the Indigo Goddess and the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Gypsy Oracle. And you also have the Light Seer Tarot, plus the same Indigo Goddess, the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Gypsy Oracle. And all you have to do is really pick whatever is kind of drawing your attention to, and practically in the description you're going to be able to jump to the one that is calling you. If there's more of them that are kind of you cannot choose, then maybe there's a message in more of the piles. So again, just don't overdo it. Just follow your heart and pick the one that you feel is the most relevant for you. All right, so we're ready to start with pile number one. So pile number one, the first card we have here for you is the Death card, which shows that your life is going through a major change. One chapter of your life is ending and a new one is beginning. Whenever this card comes up, it's kind of like a big life transformation, and something that is kind of coming to an end organically, naturally, and something new is beginning. What is really important here for you to kind of think about how you are approaching this change. Are you afraid of this change? Are you embracing the change? Are you excited, or are you trying to fight it? The more you fight it, the harder it's going to be for you to get over this change. This can be an end of a relationship. This can be an end of a job, a career, or something along that lines, or even a relationship might be changing from one chapter to the other. What's really important here for you to know that, okay, a chapter came to an end and a new one is beginning, and you need to accept the change and go along with it, because you practically don't have a choice. The next card in your reading is the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded soldier who's been through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties in their life, and they're kind of exhausted, they're tired, they're ready to give up. But this is also a card of resilience. So whatever you've been going through in terms of change, I think you've been very resilient. But I'm kind of getting it, I think you're kind of trying to fight this change, right? But I think slowly you are giving up. Slowly you are kind of getting into the surrender mode. But what's really important for you to kind of embrace here is whatever your goal you have. Whatever your goal you have on the long term, you shouldn't give that up. So if you're trying to find a happiness in terms of a relationship, if you're trying to find a job that is satisfying for you, you should not give up, because the main core message of this card is do not give up, keep continuing, keep fighting, because the goal that you're trying to achieve is just really one step away from you. And you've been through similar situations like that, so you're going to be able to handle it. The next card of your reading is the Hermit, which generally indicates that you are kind of trying to rethink your life. You're trying to figure out what is that you want, what makes you happy, what is your true calling, and you're kind of deep in your thought, and you're kind of in this self-discovery mode. Now, obviously, with this card, very important for you to kind of consider that because the Hermit is choosing to be alone. So some of you might be choosing to be on your own, like especially like if a relationship ended, some of you might be getting into this. Okay, you know what? I'm rather be alone than in a relationship because I'm exhausted from it. Like I'm pretty much getting it from that wounded soldier. Okay, I had enough. I went through a lot of this before, and there's no reason for me to continue. And some of you are kind of choosing to be alone, but again. That's a path that's definitely something you can kind of do on your own, but you need to kind of think about it that whatever you've been trying to achieve is very close. So just because when one chapter didn't work out the way you wanted, the way you were hoping for, it doesn't mean that the next one's gonna be is gonna be the same. Some of you might be thinking about starting your own business as well when this card comes up. So if you're kind of more interested in a career type of aspects of life, it might be that some of you are thinking about going solo and starting your own business. From the Indigo Goddess, we have here the cutting edge. So wield your power, cut expenses, innovate, open, aggressive, takeover, warrior. And I'm gonna be honest with you, whatever kind of resonated with me when I looked at this card was more the warrior. Simply because we have here the wounded soldier here, who is a warrior who's been through a lot. Obviously, some of you might be cutting expenses, right? Maybe you are kind of paying attention where you're spending your money, and because maybe there was a big ending due to a takeover or something along that line. But I'm kind of getting here that cutting edge is always like a double-edged sword. I'm kind of getting Ace of Swords energies coming out of it, where I think you're gonna be able to handle the situation. You're a very strong warrior. The next card of your reading is number 38, to be fair. So generally this is kind of like a justice card energy. You can kind of see the scales on it and the wisdom and being neutral, and also this is like a cause and effect type of thing. So maybe there's something that was caused in the past, and it's kind of coming back in a certain way. But also you need to kind of think about it that for me the justice card can be connected to documents, legal documents. So there might be a contract here to discuss, or maybe there's a legal process as well that might be connected to an ending. It might be that some of you are going through a divorce, and there's a legal process, and you have to kind of fight through that. This can be like a divorce. This can be any kind of legal process related to work, a termination, something that kind of ended, and you need to kind of battle it through because you have here this warrior and that wounded soldier. Now from the Gypsy Oracle you have here the message, right? So the message in this card is kind of indicating obviously that you might get some news, some updates related to this, but also that you might get some kind of money, some kind of a financial benefit from it. Now this is like not necessarily a big amount. It is more like something smaller. But also this is kind of like a positive evolution of some sort, where you're going to be able to have something resolved in a very, very short time. So I think, again, with this short time, I'm kind of getting just the fact that you're very close to achieving something with that Nine of Wands energy. And for me the message, because this is like a short-term card in the Gypsy Oracle, it kind of indicates that you're very close to having a resolution for something that has been really tiring, really exhausting. You've been battling it through, but you're gonna be able to get to the end of it pretty fast. So now that's all I have for the pile 1. We're gonna continue with pile 2, and we're gonna start with your tarot card. So the first card we have here for you is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a court card, so can be a younger person or child, but generally, like, what we need to know about the Page of Cups, that this is like a very romantic page, so can be connected to romantic messages, can be connected to dreams, surprises as well, when something you're not expecting and it is happening. But again, there's a lot of messages might be connected to it, but also, like, some of you might be dreaming about something. So we're gonna see what else we have here. The next card in your reading is the Four of Swords, which is a card of healing and recovery and taking a rest of some sort. So when you kind of look at it, some of you went through some difficulties, some challenges, which is connected to a Three of Swords energy, when you were disappointed, you were challenged, and you're kind of healing from it, recovering from it. It is also like a very slow moving energy, so something in your life is not necessarily moving fast. Maybe you're kind of feeling that everything is standing still. But this is also a card that can be connected to blessings. So yes, you might not be seeing a lot of happenings, but the energies of the universe in the background are working, and you can expect some kind of a blessing coming out of it. But also with the Four of Swords, some of you might be taking a break from something. Maybe you're taking a break from work, taking a break from dating, or just taking a break from a relationship. The next card of your reading is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card, generally connected to an ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. But this is like ending on a high end, on a high note, when you're getting everything you want and even more. Can be connected to finances, right? When you kind of your finances are improving, long-term stability, long-term security, a good paying job. It can be multi-generational wealth. Some of you might be winning money. Some of you might be inheriting money. Whatever it is, it's going to help you on the long term. Also, from a relationship perspective, this can be something when you're starting your own family, your own generation, and a very stable, reliable energy based on similar values. So I think there's some kind of a money in question here for you to kind of consider. The Indigo Goddess card comes out the depth, under the surface, more to find, not obvious, deep dive, true value, worthy. So I think there's kind of like there's something in your life that's not necessarily obvious in terms of where things are going, where things are leading. But I think you're going to be able to find the true value in something, whether it is in a relationship, whether it is in a business. You're definitely worthy to have more and achieve great successes. I forgot to kind of check the bottom of the deck, sorry. So the bottom of the deck, we do have here for you the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands, it's another page. So it can be a younger person, or it can be a message. So there might be a lot of messages that you might be waiting for, but there's some kind of an exciting news coming in, something that might be a surprise for you after being in limbo. And you have here the Imagine card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, which kind of tells us that it's a great time for you to imagine. It's a great time for you to connect with the universe. It's a great time for you to manifest as well. This is a card connected to number 20, which is connected to manifestation, and imagine a world that you want to have. And again, when you kind of look at here this person, he is in a very meditative state, indicating that, he's imagining the world that he wants to achieve in the future. So great time for you to manifest something. And let's see what we have for you from the Gypsy Oracle. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget to put in the comments as well how this reading is resonating with you. Which pile have you chosen? Where are you watching from? So guess what we have here for you from the Gypsy Oracle card as well? The Money, which is a lot of money card. Like this is a card that brings you real stability. So it can be any shape or form that this money will come, but this is again not pennies. This is a great deal of money. And look at how these cards are telling you the same story. You have here a treasure chest full of money, full of treasures. And I can tell you that I wasn't picking the cards, I was letting the cards fall out. So the chances of getting this same imagery is very, very low. And there's definitely here some kind of a treasure chest. Also, like, kind of as I'm kind of thinking, treasure chest, and the depths and under the surface, maybe whatever you look for, you need to kind of look deeper. Maybe there's an inheritance, maybe there's some kind of a treasure inside you, or some kind of a treasure that you need to discover. Again, the treasure can be literal, like money and I don't know, jewelry as well, like, because you have there the jewelry kind of coming out, expensive jewelry, but there's something here, some kind of a treasure that you need to find. Maybe it's a treasure inside of you. Maybe you're envisioning a life where you have more financial stability with that Imagine card. But I think you're going to find the true value in life, the true value that's going to be help you to discover the real treasure. I don't know, I'm just getting this real treasure feeling. So definitely I claim this beautiful energy, and I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again. Okay, and now we're gonna continue with pile number 3. So welcome, pile number 3. Your first card we have here for you is the King of Cups. King of Cups, it's a court card, so can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. What we need to know about this king, that he is full of love, full of feelings, emotions, and he's ready to give love, and he is definitely a very caring person, somebody who likes to help, somebody who is like a great father figure. But also we need to know about the King of Cups, that he is somebody who's very balanced, harmonious, is able to balance his feelings and his thoughts greatly. So from that perspective, it might be that you are dealing with a person who is very balanced, very diplomatic, or obviously it can be your energy as well. Again, it can be a person that you're dealing with, it can be a leader or a leadership opportunity as well. The next card we have here for you is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is all about leaving something behind, leaving something that was difficult, that was challenging behind, and arriving to calmer shores. So this is kind of like a very transitional card. Some of you might be going through some real difficulties, and you're turning back to something that was not working for you. So it can be that some of you are leaving a job, a person, a relationship, or just a very hard situation behind, and you can kind of expect calmer. So that's really interesting here that both of these cards are having the themes of waves, like big waves behind them, right? So both the King of Cups has big waves usually behind them, and the Six of Swords is all about having big waves behind them, which is indicating that you've been through some very hard times, and what's really great for you to know that you're kind of coming to a calm time, whether it's work, whether it is relationship. And I'm not surprised that you kind of have the Tower here, because the Tower is all about a big sudden change, a quick change that turns our world upside down, very chaotic, very liberating and freeing as well. But also, like, this is kind of like when old structures really collapse. And I keep getting talk about the waves. Like, even on the Tower, you do have some waves in the back end, because the Tower is the storm. So I'm not sure what is the wave indicating, but obviously the waves are important for some of you in terms of like feeling like going ups and downs on the waves, or things are just very chaotic. But all in all, I think the Tower will liberate you. It can be connected to restructuring, it can be connected to the job loss, or end of a relationship, or something that just changing to its core, where whatever it was built upon, it is collapsing, and you need to kind of building up from the ground up. It can be a career, it can be a relationship or yourself, because again, the tower is very chaotic and liberating. Maybe there you've been in a situation where you didn't see the way out, and you didn't make some kind of a decision, and the universe stepped in. So what's really important here for you to kind of embrace is that this is for your sake, and through this process you do have people that are helping you as well, because the King of Cups is somebody that you can really rely on. Now at the bottom of the deck you do have here the High Priestess, which is telling us that there might have been some secrets that came out of the blue that was earth-shattering to experience. It was a big surprise, but it kind of started the motion of waves. Again, I'm getting the waves. It started the motion of waves, what kind of started the change. So there must have been something that was coming out. But again, with the High Priestess, it's always very important for you to listen to your instinct, listen to your intuition whenever you're kind of navigating this big transition that you are going through. Now let's see what we have from the Indigo Goddess here. You have here Divine Couple, prosper with your partner, family, business, love at work, share wealth, work together. So some kind of a partnership is in question here, right? This partnership might be a love relationship. It might be a business relationship. Maybe you and your partner were in the same business, or you were working together. But this is all connected to some kind of a partnership where something suddenly changed, something came out of the blue and turned everything upside down and made very chaotic. Now you also have here the time for a nap number 24, which kind of tells us that, okay, after this difficulties, after the chaos of the tower, it's time for you to recover. It's time for you to nap and kind of calm down and imagine the world that you want. It's kind of the time for nap is for me also very connected to the Six of Swords energy, when you're kind of arriving to a calmer shores and things are going to be a smooth sailing forward. But let's see what the Gypsy Oracle card tells us. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons, and don't forget about the comments. Put in the comments which one you chose, where you're watching from, and how this reading is resonating with you. So from the Gypsy Oracle card, we have here for you the Unexpected Joy, which says that you're going to have some great news coming your way, something that that will surprise you, something that is positive. It can also mean some money that you might be getting there, it's like some unexpected money. Maybe you're going to win something, because the tower in its core form, it's a surprise. It's a surprise that turns your world upside down, and you have here unexpected joy. So that might be kind of telling us that maybe whatever this tower is actually going to be turning out pretty well for you. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.